Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 2015 ES350, a real nice car for a real nice guy, and it has, I would say this is a shopping cart dent. Definitely not a back into or a collision style dent, but it is pretty severe. It's got this body line that rolls through, and if you see, there's another folded body line that goes all the way through here and hits the edge of this dent. So it makes you wonder, how severe is that body line? Does that body line fade off? We basically have to go to this side to see. Okay, so this body line fades off right here, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it fades off about right here, and this one fades off almost directly underneath it. So to recreate these two different fold structures, this middle tension line, and get that metal unstretched, which is physically impossible. I mean, we got some stretched metal in there, but we basically have to make these lines fade off right where this dent is. We're gonna go for the glue puller. Wifey got these little suction cup things for her crafting and stuff, and I figured, hey, why don't we just try it on a dent? And so we'll just try that with the actual suction cup. Not gonna move it. But we got the glue all heated up, and what we're gonna try is, I think I'm gonna stick just this nice Keiko round right in the center and go for the meat of it. Big shout out to Mike Toledo's last little live stream on glue pulling. He pushes in the tabs really hard, and ow, that was hot. And he pushes them in that hard, like almost hard enough to flex the metal. So I'm gonna do that to get a real good grip, and I'm gonna pull it fairly quick. I'm gonna grab the small slide hammer, and we're just gonna give it a couple of good tugs. Got some of that dent out right there. I'm gonna come in and give it the ISO. I didn't want to yank it. I didn't want to pull it too hard, because I know I can always make another pull. Yeah, I can always tap down, but I'd rather just take that out nice and easy. So there we go. We don't have the board today. Actually, gotta just be honest, we tell everything the way it is at PDR. So forgot the board, and we're rocking with the makeshift knee pad board. My view on this is really nice though. I can see right where I'm at, and it looks like I want to use one of these new little ice tabs, not a round but a crease ice tab, or actually if we had that smaller little crease tab that we just got, Titan, I don't know, Chronos tabs. And we are going to push it in there nice and hard. Okay, on this one, I'm not worried about the feet pushing in hard on this thing. I'm not going to create a dent. I want a nice even pull, and I don't want to yank on it with the slide hammer, so I am going to come in with the... And if you guys see where the feet are down here, I am right up against the plastic, but I'm not on top of it. If I was on top of it, I would be risking cracking that plastic. So I'm gonna give it a nice little pull. Drop the tab, which I do about 65% of the time. And now we're starting to see some progress, guys. So at this point in the video is when I say, I sure do appreciate everybody clicking on this video, I really do. We might not keep you in for the whole thing, because I've got probably another half hour's worth of work on this. This one, and a little tug right up in here. But as you guys see, they're starting to come out, starting to give us some progress. Let's go to that little ice tab. The clearer the tab, the better the pull, is what I was listening to Mike say. And I definitely trust his knowledge on glue pulling, because he's a lot more practiced at it than I. Probably have only been doing glue pulling for about 6 years now out of my 21 of dents. Honestly, my first 14 years, I didn't really trust the glue pulling system. I didn't really think it worked. So now we're gonna give it a nice pull. You see how much time I waited? Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. Maybe I should have waited another 15 seconds to let that cure a little bit better. But it took me about a year to start seeing the dents in the way that, you know, you basically have to see underneath the dent, see through it. Oh baby, I'm stopping. Yeah, so now those lines fade off right there. That little brow of high line should come out real nice. And then this, I don't know if I'll have the room on the feet because of that light. I mean, I'd only be able to pull half of it, or I can go. All the way down on it. Sneak in here. It's kind of, and as long as I'm even on that plastic, guys, all the way across it, I shouldn't break it, right? Yeah. It's pretty solid plastic. It's gonna take a lot to crack it, but I still want to be very, very careful anytime I'm working around the car's exterior plastic pieces. But I think this one's starting to come out looking real good. We're at that 90% mark where we've got to get a little bit of that low out. It just came out even more. I'm gonna make one more pull. And then tap down a little bit of that brow. And I know I said we'll come back and show you the final result, but actually this time we will come back and show you the final result in just a bit. Okay guys, we're back. Here's what we ended up with. We're gonna boardless dent repair, mostly glue pull, but I did actually get in there with Louie and make a few finite pushes at the very end. Like I said, we wanted to finish off this body line and this body line, and they both just kind of wave out. I guess if I had my board on it, you'd see that there's just some wave, but no texture. Basically no push marks, no cracked paint. It's what we wanted. The customer's really happy with it, and if you guys like what you see, you know, hit us up with a like if you would. And other than that, I'll just say the thing. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.